It's the media chat room where the celebrity headlines are talking. Chatty Patties, it's definitely been a minute, but I'm back with a jump off. So let's jump right on into this hot gossip that's happening with Nelly now, who was arrested in St. Charles for having a warrant due to no insurance and in possession of ecstasy. Now, although the hot and here rapper was arrested for these two illegal acts, his attorney, Scott Rosenblum, says that Nelly was targeted by an overzealous Missouri officer. Now, here's a statement that was released by his attorney as to what happened. After winning several jackpots at the venue where Mr. Haynes frequently visits and entertains at its amphitheater, instead of just supervising the transfer of Mr. Haynes' winnings, this officer felt compelled to needlessly run a check for warrants. The officer informed Mr. Haynes a background check was mandated when a player won over a certain amount. Mr. Haynes knew this was untrue as he's won several jackpots for similar or greater amounts, including one just a week prior without incident or a background check. Now, although Nelly was found with 4 ecstasy pills, his attorney says there was no probable cause for a search. And the warrant that was issued is from a traffic stop that occurred in December of 2018. In fact, he says that his client was unaware of any type of warrant, as he travels abroad regularly and has to provide proof of no warrants and FBI checks. And although Nelly was arrested, his attorney says that his client has not been charged with any crimes. And therefore, he's 100% confident that this case will go absolutely nowhere. Now, although Nelly's attorney do not see any criminal charges coming from the situation, these headlines can put a negative impression on not only Nelly's image, but Ashanti's as well. Now, I'm going to break down how this works and talk about how this could be a disastrous look for Ashanti in her career. Now, we definitely going to get into it, but first, I'm going to need you to like and share this video with everyone that you know. Then, subscribe to the channel so that you could become an official Chatty Patty lover, and I promise, you're going to love it here. And last but not least, turn on your notification bell so that you know when we drop our next video or go live. Now, ever since Nelly and Ashanti took a spin around the block, they have had amazing press and headline stories. Now, let me spin you back down memory lane. Now, there was a time when Nelly actually surprised Ashanti with some good old bling for her birthday. Then Ashanti came through and brought him his dream car for his birthday, as well as threw him a surprise birthday party. The two announcing that not only were they expecting their first child together, but that they were actually engaged. Then the media revealing that the two were actually married. And Nelly surprising Ashanti with her first baby shower at the Dolce & Gabbana store. Very beautiful memories and headline stories. In fact, it's generally moments like these that help to develop the brand of Ashanti and Nelly together as a couple. But what kind of negative backlash can the two face when the husband of a pregnant R&B princess is arrested on drug possession? Well, Chatty Patties, you know, one thing that I love to talk about on this channel is branding. Because in the entertainment world, that translates to business and money. And Ashanti, she's an OG in the game. So her career started back in the day when branding images was picture perfect, which meant celebrities had to present a perfect lifestyle and keep their private lives private. And to a certain extent, Ashanti has carried those business practices with her up until she started to spin the block again. And with that being said, her image is very wholesome, with little to no scandals. So having a husband being arrested for drug possession while you pregnant or recently gave birth, and recent rumors of him having a secret baby, will help the public to dig in his past, which then puts a negative image on Ashanti. Because remember, now that they are a couple, they are branding themselves together, i.e. doing concerts together, going into business together, also shopping around a reality TV show, causing her to now be a potential risk to brands. But why is that, Chatty Patty? Well, I'm glad you asked. When you are a public married couple, infusing your brands together, people see you as one. And naturally, as a wife, you're going to support or defend the acts of a husband, which can then cause brands to question their working relationship with some celebrities. Now, is being arrested for 4 ecstasy pills really a big deal? Well, that is subjective and depends on the company and brands artists like Ashanti and Nelly work with, which in the business world translates to who are their target audience. And although Nelly is a high-profile celebrity, Ashanti's reach and appeal is a little bit more mainstream, meaning the brands that she's going to work with publicly take a stance against certain acts, as it does not represent the business, aka affects the bottom line. Now, if we go back to the beginning of the video, to the statements made by Nelly's attorney, Scott Rosenblum, he did give an account as to what happened that night, but never said that the drugs did not belong to Nelly. And with a lot of the negative press that's surrounding many of the rappers in the hip-hop entertainment world, it's becoming easier and easier to be not only a target, but also a high-risk celebrity that brands fear to work with.
I had TV gigs on the table, movies, who knows?
You have no idea. It was a gut-wrenching feeling and experience to wake up to a lot of those emails and just the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? When you are, quote unquote, guilty by association of something you had nothing to do with. But again, with me being a loyal person, that's just who I am. I'm never going to let somebody just be off on their own and we've been connected. You know, I'm going to go through the ups, the downs, the peaks, the valleys, all of that.
Now, although she is speaking on the incidences that happened with Murder Inc. and Irv Gotti for a federal money laundering case, those same exact business philosophy and rules will apply when it comes to Nelly. And let the record show her career was negatively impacted, with many brands refusing to work with her due to being guilty by association, and her refusing to publicly denounce her association and affiliation with them. Now, in the words of Lil Wayne, the block is hot. So Nelly, be very mindful and know that them people is watching. And any more negative press can not only affect you, but also your new wife. Now, Chatty Patties, it's time to hop in those comments. Let me know all your thoughts on Nelly getting arrested for drug possession. In the court of public opinion, is him being arrested for possession just as guilty? Or does he need to be charged with an act in order for him to be seen guilty and negatively affected? Do you think the public will actually condemn him for this? Especially because he have a new wife and kid at home? Or is this going to be something that just happened and goes away in the next day or two? Now, Chatty Patties, please leave me all your thoughts and opinions, because I've been gone for a minute, so I'm looking forward to parking in the comments to see what you have to say. And before you go, make sure that you like and share this video with everyone that you know. Then subscribe to the channel so that you can become an official Chatty Patty lover, and I promise you're going to love it here. And last but not least, turn on your notification bell so that you know when we drop our next video or go live. Now, Chatty Patties, you already know how I do it. First, I'm heading to the comments to see what you had to say. Then it's back to scrubbing the hairline so that I can bring you another video. So that's going to be all for now, and until next time, bye-bye.